Alright, well, I found two bands that this tuner won't tune the loop on, so I got ladder line. And I was going to show you guys a little trick that I did so that I can. Let me see here. I'm actually on coax 1. So I can go here, tuned, or just direct. So what I've actually done is I've taken where you would install the jumper here, and I've taken a short piece of coax and I grounded it, and I fed it into coax 1, because that's kind of how it works inside of this tuner. Ooh, it's just single focus. So normally you would put a jumper here, and this one here just goes to the band switch. That's all it does. And then it goes to the band switch in the same spot that coax 1 and 2 go to the band switch. So when you switch this thing, you may not always want the tuner in line. You may want to just use the radio's tuner. But if you're using balanced line on this tuner, you don't have a choice unless you do it like I just showed you, or you get a different 4-to-1 balun, or whatever balun you want to use. And also, that's a good idea too, because you have no idea if this is even a good balun in this tuner. They're not all the same. And I noticed that my Heathkit tuner works really good, and this one does not. And normally I don't have a problem with this tuner really until you use balanced line. So I think one of them's a voltage, and I think one of them's a current balun. I don't know which one is. So it's cool though, because I can go in here and see what bands the radio will tune. So it doesn't like 40 and it doesn't like 17. I can already tell you it's not going to tune that. Okay. And it won't do 160 on this one. It does do 160 on the other one if I do something else with it, but okay. Now, I can't remember if it tunes all of 80 on its own or just the lower part. It seems like it's probably not going to tune the top part of 80. I don't think so. Nope. So, but let's see here. Go all the way to lower. And also, I just realized I made a mistake. I have it in tune mode. Okay. So it's now on direct. It may not work. Okay, it did tune, but it took quite a long time, which means it's not great. I'm gonna go up to 6 something. Okay. 7 something. Eight. Let's just go to like 9. Okay, so we're tuning all of that. Let's try this one again. Just see what it does. I think it almost wants to tune it, actually. 160 is tough to tune, though. Okay, so it did tune 160 at the top. And I'm sure it won't at the bottom, but we'll just try it anyway. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So, okay, you got 40 meters. I think it'll tune like really, really high. So, we go. I've always had trouble with 40 on an 80 meter loop. Of course, this isn't exactly an 80 meter loop anymore. So you get no 40. 14 megahertz should be just fine. Okay. Let's go. What I started to notice once you get past 14 megahertz when you're using the manual tuner, you don't really have to change much to cover the entire band. But when you're down like low 160, 80, 75, you really do have to keep changing it every few kcs. Okay, we got show this again. So the radio tuned 17. Okay, let's try. Tuned 15 right away. Tuned 12. Let's try 50. Boy, that was quick. Didn't want to do it. Okay, so anyway, and I fiddled around with the tuner, and I wasn't able to tune a couple of the bands. Maybe I'm just at the wrong resonant points, but I know 40 isn't going to tune. That's just because I've had similar antennas up like this before. So 40, I'll just use a different antenna. So anyway, we'll catch you guys in a little bit.